Drafting with Numot. Time for some more Constructed with Numot, some more Pioneer. I've been jamming Pioneer a ton lately, and it's a really enjoyable format. We're going to try a new deck today. This one's going to be a blue-white control with Approach of the Second Sun as, I guess, your main win con in a sense, although you can also win with Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, of course. And then this particular build has 2 Field of the Dead, so you can actually amass some number of zombies later on in the game as well. Pretty standard blue-white control list. Well, maybe not standard since the format's so new, but this is my version of the blue-white control. Pulled from another list that 5-0'd a few leagues, and then added some of my own little twists to it. But let's give this deck a shot and see what we can do. Alrighty, here we are for the first round of this Pioneer League with our blue-white control list. And our hand seems fine enough. Looks like we're going to keep. Playing against Corey Baumeister, I think. Real Festy fan. Let's see what Corey is playing. Hopefully a creature deck. I don't know. Starting with Approach in the opening hand is never ideal, but don't see how you can mulligan this type of hand. I'm going to lead with Temple Garden, or not Temple Garden, Temple of Enlightenment. And then turn 2 we can go like Port Town untapped with Hollowed Fountain if we should need the mana. Alright, let's lead on Temple. Find ourselves a Cast Out. Is that good to keep in the dark? I'm going to say yes. Can deal with Planeswalkers, which Verdict can't do. Can deal with some pesky enchantments or whatever. Ghostfire. Oh, okay. So he's going to be playing the blue-red Ensoul deck. So Cast Out was a good keep. Supreme Verdict might not be able to hit the Darksteel, whatever it's called. Ensoul Artifact, rather, because if they put on like a Darksteel Citadel. So I think I'm going to go ahead and opt here and try to find like a Teferi. Bottom of land. Because Teferi bouncing Smuggler's Copter would be pretty strong. Okay, just some more lands for us here. This deck does run 27 lands, so that's no surprise. Stonecoil Serpent for 1. Okay. Yes, Crew the Copter. They also run Metallic Rebuke in their deck, though, so this Cast Out might not even all resolve. I don't have any like disenchants in my sideboard either. What do I get? Get like Pithing Needle, Ram. Not sure Honor Guard. Honor Guard turns off like an Emery activation, but... Oh, another Copter. That's no good. This is where a Detention Sphere would be amazing. So the question is, do I want to try to play around a... Metallic Rebuke. But now that they have 2 Smuggler's Copters, the Cast Out doesn't even work as effectively anyways. So I could just Wrath away the Stonecoil Serpent. I don't think that's like an awful line, but I think the safest play is probably just to main phase the Cast Out and get rid of one of the Copters now. Verdict can't be countered, so let's get the Cast Out underneath a... Oh, Darksteel Citadel is going to get animated. Okay, that's not terrible. I mean, I'm going to take 9 damage this turn, but Supreme Verdict then is going to kill the Serpent and the Animator. Which means he's going to need another creature to crew after the fact. Another Cast Out was actually pretty darn good here. But let's just Wrath, Fountain, and pass. Ginger Brute. I might be taking 5. Crew the Copter, equip the Blade. And he can still hold up a Metallic Rebuke here as well, because the Ghostfire Blade can be tapped. Oh, he just has a Shrapnel Blast. All right. GG. GG. This might not be the best matchup for my particular deck. Heck, even Lyra from the sideboard just dies to Shrapnel Blast. All right, Needle-In for Smuggler's Copters. I mean, I guess I'm going to bring in the Lyra. Could bring in some more vetoes. I don't think that's terrible. I think I'm going to bring in the Rams too. Cut some Illumination. And cut like a Wrath and an Opt seems fine. All right, let's go to game 2. Here we are, game 2 of the first round of this Pioneer. And our hand is fine. Prefer this feat to Fairy 3, but what are you going to do? I'm going to lead on the Prairie Stream. And pass. Again, I don't think this is the best matchup for us. They're a little bit too fast/resilient. Because they have a turn 1 Bomat. Alright, we'll pass. Seal Away would have been good for Copter's last game, or the Darksteel for that matter. I'll go ahead and Seal Away here, though. That's going to be an annoying card later on anyways, so feels correct to get rid of it now. Ooh, the Hope of Girapur. And I think here I'm going to main phase Opt in case I hit a tapped blue source. Skilled Animator, turn your Hope into a 5/5. Alright, that's fine. We'll just Wrath next turn. Keep position on the board. And this also sets us up for Teferi next turn rather nicely. Oh man, if it's just Animate Mutavault and attack for 2, that is the dream. Still not holding up Metallic. Could have some Spell Pierce nonsense, but I'm just jamming Teferi here and upticking. That's very nice. Doesn't have an artifact on the battlefield to Shrapnel Blast away either. Yeah, this is really good for us. Going face, okay. That probably tells me that he has at least 1 blast in hand then. So, how do we do this? I think we just draw a card here with Teferi for sure. Let's Opt right now, see if we have anything else we want to cast. I don't actually think I need the Settle right now. Field of Ruin was rather nice. Okay, so we can field the Mutavault if we want to. Remember, I'm untapping 2 lands at end of turn, so I am technically still holding up Absorb, even though it doesn't look like it. Yeah, I'm guessing he's just flooding out rather badly. Don't think I'm going to use the Field of Ruin yet. No reason to. Okay, draw an extra card. Dig Through Time is good. Let's play the castle. We can start pooping out 1/1s. Smuggler's Copter. I think that's worth countering. And he just scoops. Yeah, the guess is there that he flooded out pretty badly, and I just had, 2 removal spells, which was good enough in that scenario. All right, let's go to game number 3. Anything I want to bring in on the draw versus on the play? Not particularly. Maybe I should just bring in the 4th Verdict. Sphinx's Rev a little bit slow, perhaps. Nah, we'll be fine. Hopefully. Just need to fade all those Smuggler's Copters. All right, game 3. Alrighty, game 3 here of our first Pioneer round. We're playing against Blue-Red Artifact Ensoul. Have a fine hand, although the mana is a little bit sketchy. Just that these 2 enter tapped, but that's okay. We go turn 1 Castle, turn 2 Field, play the next Fleece Ram, and then we can seal away after that. We do have a cast out as well. 1/1 Stone Coil, sure. Does have protection from Teferi for the record. Wonder if he's just going to Ensoul this right now. If he does, then I'm just going to seal away for sure. Yeah, he did. All right. So we get to seal that away. Get out. This looks like another Stone Coil, perhaps. Oh, a Hangerback Walker. Okay. We did find an island. Nice. I could just Teferi bounce that. But I think I want to get the Nyx Fleece Ram online first. Teferi bouncing Seal Away is also really, really solid. Gain life. Verdict's not terrible. I think I like just Teferi uptick, though. So he's going to put a counter on his Hangerback Walker. This is a little bit cold versus Shrapnel Blast, but then if he Shrapnel Blasts away his Hangerback Walker, I can Verdict with 1 more white source, so I think this is fine. Ooh, the Skilled Animator, okay. So make the Hangerback big. So we'll chump the Hangerback Walker. And then I'm going to bounce the Hangerback Walker with Teferi. Or I could just bounce the Seal away. Depends. If we find a white source there, that'd be great. Yeah, so let's bounce the Walker then. Did not find a white source. Yikes. One has 2 cards in hand. Really just need to find white here. I mean, I can use the Field of Ruin to go get white, I guess. So maybe that's what I end up doing. I go like this. Field of Ruin, Mutavault. Go get a white. And then play Search for Azcanta. Found another Mutavault. Okay. Looks like he's just playing Hangerback for 1 here. So holding open Bowmat, perhaps. Do we want to draw another land? Yes, we do. Because we can also blow up the Mutavault with this. Yeah, I think I'm okay just wrathing now. He might sack the Bomat in response. Depending on, I mean, he loses 2 cards but gets 3, so entirely depends on what's in hand. Looks like he is going to do that. So Disdainful Stroke and Stubborn, 2 counters. Wow, that was actually pretty good for us. But he is up to 3 or 4 cards again, so game is definitely not over yet. Okay, land. Perhaps animate Mutavault here. I think my play next turn is to Field of Ruin the Mutavault and then play the Narset. Given current positioning anyways. All right, Mutavault animated. Another Bomat. Okay, so I'm going to take 4 this turn, actually. Fall to 10. We don't need opt here. Let's bin that. Draw another one anyways. I'm going to lead with opt. Try to find a land. Teferi's not bad, though. Could keep Teferi, bounce the Thopter. Yeah, I think we'll keep the Teferi. I'm gonna go ahead and bounce the Thopter here. Try to find a land would be good. Excellent. Again, could have made the play of bouncing my seal away, but I think just getting rid of the token for sure is good. I think he's going to have to attack the Teferi. Okay. Uh-oh. And a Pia. Okay, so let's see. Teferi's going to die. I'm going to fall down to 8. I do get to flip my Azcanta next turn. Bin that, yes. Transform, yes. So I need to be a little bit wary here. So I think we're going to have to field the Mutavault for sure. But that's a lot of potential damage. The Pia is. I don't know if Sphinx's revving is good enough here. I guess I can Narset, try to find Wrath. It's going to be a close one, though. Days Undoing. Well, that's not currently good enough. So if I kill this, they have 1, 2, 3 pump. Yeah, I'm very close to dead here. Might be dead. I might very well be dead. I think I just needed to find one more removal spell, and I would have been okay. Ooh, this is not Mutavault animation. Oh, Ensoul artifact. Okay. Well, that happens. So I'm going to have to cast out the Thopter now. And I might be taking like 6. Animate Mutavault. No. So maybe if she has a counter, I lose. But I don't really have a way to play around that anyways. I'm doing this in response to the Bomat trigger, so in case he tries to find a counter. I think this is just pumping of the Bomat. I hope it's just a pump of the Bomat. Oh, he had a Shrapnel Blast last card. Jeez. Alright, well, he had the perfect there. GG. Close one, I think. I don't know what I was supposed to do that last turn. Like, I could have just gone for Sphinx's Revelation, but that also feels bad. It was for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I would have gained 4 life. Would have gone to 12. Darn it. Alright, well, let's go on to the next one. Here we are for the second round of this Pioneer League. We are on the draw with a pretty solid hand. Temple of Deceit from our opponent. Let's lead with the farmland. Don't need to cycle it. We have a lot of filtering with the Search for Azcanta anyways, should it resolve. Oh, maybe not. Getting censored. Yikes. Okay. So blue-black control, perhaps. Just keep playing our lands and passing for now. Yep, you can opt. The Supreme Verdict might not be at their best this match. Narset. Alright, let's resolve double opt in response. Oh, or we can just draw veto. Easy enough. Ooh, and now we find a search. Let's go ahead and just resolve that now, make sure it gets down. And pass the turn. Okay, Fabled Passage. Unraveler of Secrets, what the heck? Man, I have not seen that card in ages. It's kind of cool. Alright, let's opt end of turn. Keep the cast out. Bin the seal away, hope to draw a land. Did not draw land. And I'm just going to main phase this. Make sure that Planeswalker's gone for good. I think I like using this on upkeep. And the reason for that is that I would have 6 cards in my graveyard, so then I can flip the search. Doesn't really matter if they counter the illusion, because it still puts it in my graveyard. Ooh, but I do want Field of the Dead in this matchup, I'm pretty sure. Okay. I think Field of the Dead was too good to bin. Versus an opposing control deck. Okay. That's going to take my Dig or Narset. It's not a huge deal. We're the one with an active Search for Azcanta, and so unless they bounce it this turn, we're sitting pretty good, I think. Yeah, we're going to keep the second Narset. We're going to transform the Azcanta. Going to go ahead and play out the Narset. It just resolved. All right, that was good. Activate. Oh, maybe a Murderous Rider here. Our downfall, sure. It's fine. We get ourselves an Absorb. I get to play land untapped. Hold up Absorb. Hold up Azcanta. Get a 2/2. And this is where the game quickly spirals out of the control for the opponent. Yeah, they just conceded. In this kind of mirror or not mirror, but control matchup, the position that I'm in right here is just so overwhelming already. Like, yes, they could try to inch their way back into a win, but it would be very, very hard. Okay, so what do we get? 2 Dovins, Needle, Ashiok, all the Wraths out, all the Settles out. Jace and Summary Dismissal are not bad. Like, I should probably leave in some amount of removal. I'm sure they're going to have some kind of creature, but feels better just to bring in a lot of these other countermeasures. Funny thing is, I actually think bringing in Lyra is not bad, but they're going to leave in like their hero's downfalls for my planeswalkers, which means they might just inadvertently have an answer to Lyra. Don't think I want Rest in Peace, but maybe I do. Yeah, I can see 1 Rest in Peace. Maybe that's better. All right, game 2. Here's game 2 of the second round in the control matchup. Our opponent's on black-blue, and we are on blue-white. Going to lead with Prairie Stream, as it's unlikely to be untapped anytime soon. And, yep, I like just playing out the farmland. In these matchups, just hitting your land drops is so vital. And even though I have quite a few already, I don't mind running this out. It also helps our Field of the Dead later on. No opt-in to veto this time. All right, let's see what their Narset finds. A Sensor, no big deal. I could just needle the Narset should I need to. But remember, that would also turn off my Narsets. I think the best play here is actually... Never mind. I was going to say draw an extra card, but don't want to run into the Narset. They don't have double black yet for Hero's Downfall, so if I get to untap with Veto, it's very, very possible that our Teferi just takes over the game. Gaia Reach Sanitarium with Narset's a really good... Oh, they had the Days Undoing! Wow, they had it. They had the Narset onto Days, and now I am here with no hand. They have the combo that's in my deck. Oh, boy. I was going to say, the Gaia Reach Sanitarium is also good with Narset, because it just makes me discard a card on my turn, but, I mean, that might just be game over. It's very likely just game over. I'll give it like a turn or two to see what I can draw, but yikes. Sure. So now what they can do on my draw step is use the Gaia Reach Sanitarium and just make me discard the card I drew if it's not an instant. If they do that, I'll just concede if they see the play. Because that's a full lock, basically. Yeah. All right. Well then, that was quite the game. Opponent with the turn 3 Narset, turn 4 Days Undoing, GG, LOL, Kappa. Yikes. Not really much I can do about that either. Like, if I just don't have a counter or something, you know. All right, let's go to game 3. Game 3 after getting absolutely dismantled by Narset into Days Undoing. Hand's fine here. We have a Days Undoing ourselves. But, no Narset yet. And the opponent has access to a bunch of discard spells anyways. Plays the land untapped. Oh, there's the Narset. Okay. We know there's Censor and stuff in their deck too, but they played their land untapped, which means maybe they have a Spell Pierce available to them. So I think we're just going to cycle this cast out, look for some land. And I'm going to try to resolve Ashiok here. If they have a counter, I want them to counter Ashiok. Okay, just an opt. Interesting. Huh. Maybe they didn't have the counter. Let's see what we hit. Oh, they have the Notion Thief. Oh, that's this deck. Okay. I'd seen this deck running around before. Let's see if they jam their Narset here. Yep, totally do. All right. Well, I get to play mine now, so it's not even that bad of a deal. They hit a Jace. Yes. Let's keep eating you. Get my own Narset. I don't think I need to Pithing Needle. They know I have the Days Undoing, so they can't just tap out for like Jace here. That's too bad. Wonder what they're going to take. I'm still in need of another blue or white source, really badly. I guess just a land would work with the Field of Ruin. Any untapped land, please. Oh, notably they do have Spell Pierce in their deck, so I'm guessing they still have that in their hand then. Alright, they took the Jace. Activate their Narset. So they have Censor and Spell Pierce in hand now. Oh, they tried to Fabled Passage with my Ashiok. Ooh, we got them good here. Nice. Just Stone Rained themselves. And we did find our land. Beautiful. Okay. I mean, I think I go for this. They can't do both. They can't Censor and Spell Pierce now because of their mistake. Yeah, they just have Censor. Make me pay 1. All right. I'm going to draw 7. You're going to draw 1. Enjoy. Oh, wait, no, they have a Narset too! Of course, what am I doing? Oh, and now they're opting into my... Wow, this is just a game of punts. Oh my, I'm so stupid. But the opponent's also making the same mistake. Like, this is a hilarious game. Both players are just... Oh no. Oh no. Alright, let's just scry. Oh boy. Okay, so bottom the Rest in Peace, top the Teferi. Exile some more cards. This is a funny game. Now remember, Ashiok says spells and ability your opponents control. So if I Field of Ruin them, they still get to search. I like resolving this Teferi first, because if it resolves, then it's likely that they don't have a counter, right? Because they would need to counter this, and now I can just resolve my Teferi next turn. Alright, they cycled Censor on my turn, which makes sense. Of course. Oh, they have the Gaia Reach now. Oh no. Wonder if they're just going to do it on my draw step, make me discard a card. That's okay, though. It's much more important that I just resolve the Teferi down. So let's jam the Teferi. Tuck their Narset, and they conceded. All right. Oh my gosh, what a what a silly match that was. Oh, game 2 they just went Narset, Days Undoing, and I lose. Game 3 we both have Narsets. I cast Days Undoing because I think I'm gonna get them, and then we just both play into each other's Narsets. Planeswalkers with static abilities, my friends. Crazy. All right. Here is the third round of this Pioneer League. Ooh, and we finally get an aggro deck. On the draw, though, so this might not be the best case scenario for us, as it's a very real possibility I'm just dead before we get to 4 mana. Eidolon of the Great Revel now, yeah, okay. So I'm probably just going to be cycling this cast out and hoping to find something to do next turn, so I'm not just straight up dead. No prowess, though, from the opponent. And no light up a stage. Okay, so their hand might be rather weak themselves. As we draw another Field of the Dead. Yep, I'm going to have to play out the field here. Because if I would run out Blast Zone into Narset, I don't get to hold up the Settle the Wreckage next turn. Looks like they do have a burn spell this time. It's a Magma Jet, so I'm going to take 6 damage, fall to 9. Play Blast Zone and pass. Supreme Verdict's also pretty good, but don't have the necessary mana for that, so just got to hold up Settle. This does give them 2 more mountains, though, which is not ideal. I don't even get to play my Teferi next turn either, unless I hit another untapped land. Smuggler's Copter, okay. And a Soulscar Mage, sure. Did hit the untapped land, but now they have the Copter online, so I think I'm just going to play another Field of the Dead here and pass. And go for another Settle the Wreckage once they crew their Copter. Wizards lightning me end of turn. I'm at 6, and they do have a Ramanap on the battlefield too. So I do have to let them loot here, which is obviously unfortunate, but okay, so they discarded a spell, Soulscar Mage, which tells me they also have another, like, more spells in their hand then. I do have the Blast Zone on 1, though, so that could also be a small factor, but possibility here that I'm just dead. Did not hit. So I have to jam the Teferi here, and I think I have to, like, tuck the Eidolon. Oh, I punted. I could have used Field of Ruin on their Ramanap and then Wrathed. I definitely screwed up there. And now I might just be dead. Oh no! What am I doing? I'm so bad. If I had played land, Field of Ruin the Ramanap ruins, they didn't have the mana to sack it, then I can Supreme Verdict away. So then they would play Lava Runner and Strike, and I would go to 1 instead of dead, but I would have Teferi and Absorb open. Yikes. That was just bad play. Alright, well, we got the 2 Rams, the Lyra, at the very least. Fast and loose. That's what I was doing. Fast and loose. Do I want any of these other cards? I don't really think so. Tecatli can just block, but I mean, I guess that's better than some random junk. I think Search for His Candas, for example, are too slow. And I'll cut the days and the Narset. Seems fine. Game 2 here after my punt in game 1. Our hand is fine. Have Seal Away early, and then a bunch of other removal spells as well. Plus we can find some more with Gaia Reach, should we need to. So I think I'm just going to play the land and pass. If they just go to combat, I'll probably Seal Away. Okay, if they're going to do that, then I think I need to hold the Seal Away for Copter, and then I'm going to cycle the cast out to try to find some more land. Good, more land it is. I do let them get a loot with the Smuggler's Copter, but I think that's the correct line. I really needed to find the lands here. Okay. Eidolon, yes. Crew, yes. Let them loot. And I will take 2 from the Eidolon, but I get to deal with the Copter, which is nice. Would love to hit another blue or white source so I could Wrath here, but we do hold up Settle if not. Yeah, I'm going to pay the 2 life to Verdict here. I don't like settling them and giving them more mana when they're this early in the game. That's fine. Wizard's Lightning my face. Okay, I'm at 9. And I'll light up a stage. Abbot and a Fry. Okay. Question is now, do I even want to run out the Narset? I think I do still. As weird as this is, I don't mind them just frying my creature. Or, sorry, frying my Narset, because that eats up some of their mana to do so. Like if they just go Abbot plus Fry, that's great for us. For sure. So I'll fall down to 7, Wrath their board. Oh, unless they're just going to plan on... Oh, okay, maybe they're planning on just burning me out. I'm at 3 now. Might be time to dig a little bit here. Teferi's too slow right now. Well, I'm just going to pass and hold up Settle and hope they don't have a burn spell for 3. They could very well just kill me here, though, obviously. They didn't cast Abbot for a reason, so presumably we're just dead to this burn. Do you got it? Because if they don't kill me here, then I get to gain 7 life. Or not. Rampaging Ferocidon. Okay. So, now we make the play of Field of Ruining the Ramanap. And Wrathing. And hope they don't draw something to burn me for 3. Just like that. Lightning strike it is. Alright, darn it. Well, I punted game 1, so that's my own fault, but I don't think there was too much I could have done this game. They just unfortunately had the Ferocidon to negate my approach of the second sun, and we are now 1 and 2. Let's try to finish off with a 3-2. Here's round 4 of this Pioneer League with our blue-white control deck. I mean, I'm going to keep this hand, but it's not very exciting. Opponent leads on Island, opt immediately. Okay. It could still be a wide variety of decks. That doesn't give us too much information on what they're doing. Island. Witching Well. Okay, so now my guess is that they're on the Emry Ascendancy combo. for sure. So we get a hold open absorb here, which is nice. Chart a course I don't care about. Slip through. Oh, no. Slip through space. Oh, yeah. This is Emery, right? I'm pretty sure this is the Emery deck. But it might not be Ascendancy then. So these lands are always... Or this castle is going to enter tapped for now, but we still get to hold up absorb. I'm so confused. I guess I'm going to counter that. I thought it was an Emery deck. I thought it was a Jeskai Ascendancy deck, but apparently they're just playing the one-shot you deck. Oh, they had another one. Okay. Wonder how many like counter spell type cards they run. So I think in response to that, I'm going to cast out their Nivmagus. They had a dive down. Okay. Interesting deck. No attacks. Opt finds Opt is okay. Opt main phase. I don't think search is good enough right now. It's too slow. I only have 2 cards in my... Well, this will be 3 cards in my graveyard. Bin that. Field of the Dead and pass. Let's hold open absorb. They can just one-shot Narset anyways. Aqueous form. I have not seen that in a long time. Slip through space. Okay. Get to scry. So does their deck just like fold to Wrath effect? Feels like it. So let's Narset now. Go dig for Wrath. Seal away. I guess that's pretty good too. I'm going to cast it on their upkeep. Sorry, on their attack phase. Wow, that was bad. Of course I can't cast it on upkeep. I think the weird thing is that if I try to like counter one of their spells, they can just eat it with Nivmagus, which is weird to think about. Okay, they had another dive down. Yeah, super strange. All right, let's let Narset die. Just a Teferi. All right, we can start getting 2/2s though. And, I mean, I can just tuck their Nivmagus and hold open absorb, so I don't know how they're going to win this. Very strange. I like the idea of their deck, but if 4 Nivmagus Elementals is all they have, I mean, it can't be, right? They have to have something else, but very strange indeed. Like, I don't even know what I'm sideboarding in here. Oh, they just conceded the match. Okay, well, that was anticlimactic. I guess we're going to go to round 5 and hope we pull off a 3-2. Oakley dokley, the 5th and final round of this Pioneer League with blue-white control. I don't think we've really done a good job showcasing this deck, but here we are. Opponent leading on Stomping Ground. Could mean there's some sort of aggro deck, of course. I would venture they are, in fact, some kind of aggro deck. Long Tusk Cub. Oh, baby, we got an energy deck. Nice. All right. More tap lands, huh? I don't think I can play Field of the Dead just in case I draw Absorb next turn. I guess ideally they just attack for 2 next turn and don't play another creature, and I can Teferi plus bounce the cub. Another cub. Yeah, maybe some Detention Spheres in the sideboard would do a good job. Ooh, you know what? They could be the red-green Pummeler deck. That would make a lot of sense, actually. If they're playing red-green Pummeler. Haven't seen that deck too much in Pioneer, but it is a deck that is available. I'm hoping they just play out another creature or 2 this turn, and then I get to verdict them out. Wait, does this gain Indestructible? No, Hexproof, okay. Whew. Couldn't remember what Bursting Hydra does. So I go to 12 here. They get 4 more energy. Then I Wrath their board. Seems good. Absorb. We'll keep that. Play the castle. Wrath. Hoping they don't play another Hydra. No plays. Wow, that's really good for us. Maybe they ran out other creatures. Or maybe they have a Glory Bringer in their hand. In fact, I don't even think I play out the Teferi in case they have a Glory Bringer. I think I just hold up the Absorb. Next turn I can play Teferi plus hold up Absorb. But if they're not even doing anything, like that's good for us, right? Yeah, well, we'll go ahead and put that in the graveyard. Oh, man. I played Teferi and I didn't even use it. Too fast. Playing too fast. That card actually doesn't matter. I can just bounce it with Teferi next turn. Haste? Oh, no. I guess I'm going to counter this and make them discard another card to jumpstart it. Wow, that's super awkward, though. Now Teferi... Oh, they didn't maximize velocity? Oh, now I'm very confused. Wow, and that's a great draw. Huh. Thing is, if I bounce it, they still just have the velocity next turn. So it might be better off here tucking, question mark? Yeah, I'm going to tuck it. If they have another creature, they can jumpstart it, obviously. Ooh, they're shuffling away their Voltaic. That's good. And a pass? I'm going to assume the game's pretty much over then at this point. Despite my poor plays. Let's start by drawing a card. Upticking. Go ahead and opt since we're untapping 2 lands. Yeah, we'll keep a Narset. Get another Narset seems good. Now we get to hold up Dig Through Time, in addition to a few other things here. Huh, I wonder why they're not maximizing velocity. Let's take the Wrath and the Temple. Do we want to put Approach of the Second Sun in the graveyard? I think not. Let's draw a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can... I actually want to approach main phase here. Yes, I want to approach main phase here and then activate Narset. And then Temple Scry, and then I can win next turn. We'll also untap with Seal Away for the Long Tusk Cub, so this is good. So let's go Approach. Narset. Temple. Scry whatever this is to the bottom. Pass. Untap. And because we have Teferi, we're not really scared of too much here. That's fine. They would need to give it hexproof right now for this to be relevant. I could let them invest their energy into it, but this doesn't really matter. The game's over. Unless they had like a Field of Ruin. Guaranteed to draw our Approach of the Second Sun next turn. All right. Tecatli seems like it's okay. It doesn't turn off the Long Tusk Cubs, but it does turn off the like Bristling Hydra and Pummeler and stuff. Go ahead and bring in some Rams. Go ahead and bring in Lyra. I think I'm going to cut the Days Undoing Narset package, perhaps. Actually, no. We'll cut the searches on the draw versus aggro. And then a Sphinx's Rev seems like a fine cut. And maybe one Narset. All right, game 2. Okay, here we are for game 2 of the final round. Our hand is okay. Definitely think it's a keeper. We got Wrath and Settle. And nearly the mana to get there. Sure. Lead on Port Town. All right, go ahead and opt here in response. Look for like a Seal Away. Opt keeping opt is fine. All right, Hollowed Fountain pass. Taking the 2. Wonder if they're running Teamer Battle Rage. I would not be surprised. Let's opt EOT. Keep the island. Play the island and pass. Holding up Absorb here. All right, they're going to go ahead and pump the Cub. Take another 3. And they're going to pass again. Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to just Teferi here and see what they do in response, if anything. Nothing? All right, well then we'll just bounce the Cub. Play Fountain Pass. See if they have another Maximized Velocity or something. Nope, just the Hydra. This is fine. Because I have Teferi now and I'm untapping, it's pretty much GG, I think. Because now I can like Wrath at instant speed if I want to and whatnot. and they don't really have an interaction. I think I like... No, I think I like Wrathing here. Because if they have like a burn spell for Teferi, then the Wrath gets a little bit worse. And they just scooped. All right, well, I don't know if this was the best showing of a league, but so be it. Like, we got 2 really early concessions the last 2 matches. Got kind of wrecked by my own punts in some of the other rounds, but we did manage a 3-2, so I guess that's that. This is the deck here, blue-white control. I might do another league with this for a future video, but that was just a quick take on like a control deck in this format. I think the most fun one was the Narset into Undoing versus the blue-black control deck. That was a good time. Anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out all of my other content here on the MTGO Traders channel, and you can always catch my live stream at twitch.tv/NumottheNummy. We'll see you guys later.